Hello, Cancerian clan. I hope that you're all doing well, and I hope that you all had a good Halloween. Welcome to November. This is your love reading from November 1st to November 8th. It'll be a weekly reading. I'll do singles, and then I'll do those in a love situationship and see what's going on. Please note they're general messages, so they're not going to resonate with everyone, so just take what does and leave the rest. If you'd like a reading that is specific to your unique situation, please go ahead and book online, and you can find a link to my website in the description box below. That being said, past, present, and future. What's coming up for Cancerians this week? What do I need to know? What messages do they need to know? Please help me, Spirit, by providing truthful messages through the cards as to what it is they need to know. Wow, one just jumped. First card we've got is Judgment. Next card, Ace of Pentacles. I wonder if some of you are dealing with a Taurus. I think their video was quite the same too. Six of Swords. Okay. So in terms of Judgment, some of you may be reviewing a situation from the past. You could be thinking of getting involved with someone from the past, or you're just simply going over old connections and what went right or what went wrong in them. When it comes to being single, it tells you not to be too hasty in judging potential partners. Maybe you're very picky at the moment, and there's nothing wrong with that. Depending on your experiences and what you've been through in the past, it could simply mean that you're really trying to weed out any unpotential suitors. It's good to give yourself a chance to get to know them before you decide if they're right or wrong for you. But it also reminds you to be mindful of how you come across, because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And if this isn't you, somebody you may meet this week may not make the best impression on you. You could meet somebody through work, because you also have the Ace of Pentacles right in the middle of the reading here. And usually that's a card to do with finances, security, and new jobs or new business. So if you're starting a new job soon, you might meet someone there. Or maybe while you're dealing with investments or savings, or if you're manifesting abundance right now, that may be where you meet somebody. I don't know why, but I also just got online investing. So I don't know if you're in some chat rooms or talking to people online about possible investments, but if you are, you might meet somebody through that niche. But also it indicates that you've got a fresh start coming in terms of love, and that you should be meeting someone new soon. And a relationship with this person will definitely provide a sense of security and stability, and there'll be a positive grounding influence in your life. This card is beautiful too, because if you look at all of the abundance in the background, I believe that that might be what some of you are waiting on. And if so, it's coming. You also have the Six of Swords. So it's a card of moving from rough waters into calmer waters, healing and progress, moving on, moving forward. Maybe things are calming down for you, or calming down after a storm. Some of you may have overcome some hardship as of late, and now you're going to find some relief. It's about stability or escaping, maybe even journeys or travel. Maybe some of you might be moving for a new job. Maybe that's what that Judgment is that you've been selected as the successful candidate and you'll be going to a new place. Maybe you'll be going on holiday. Even if you can't travel overseas, or if there are issues in terms of COVID restrictions, I still see that you're moving from something that was negative in the past into something positive. And I feel that you took some lessons with you. Some of you might be running away from possible relationships. Maybe you don't want a relationship right now because you're focused on manifesting your abundance, which is good because it looks as though it's coming in for you in this next week. But your spirit guides are also with you. So if you feel as though you're alone in terms of what decisions you need to make, don't worry, because your spirit guides are guiding you. They are with you. And maybe just take a break, slow down, and listen to what it is that they're trying to tell you. Okay? So either or, you should be meeting somebody this week, possibly. Not all of you, but some of you will be. And I feel that it's going to be a really stable and exciting relationship for you. And that stability you deserve, because it seems as though you've been through a lot, especially with that Six of Swords energy. Okay? So now we're going to do a reading for those Cancerians who are dealing with a love situationship. See what's happening for you guys this week. What do we have, Spirit, for the Cancerians coming up this week? What is the situation that's coming forward? Situation is, ooh, look at that, Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. You might be dealing with that sign, or they could possibly have water in their chart. This is usually about romantic proposals, offers, or invitations, maybe taking action, following your heart, chivalry, someone who may sweep you off your feet, charm, attraction, dating, affection, warmth, gentle, someone who's caring, sensitive, artistic, creative, imaginative. This is also somebody who's psychic. They can be very graceful and tactful, diplomatic, peace-loving, and a negotiator. You might be getting this week, or meeting somebody that has those attributes, or you may have already met them, but now you're going to be taking it into a step of a relationship. Oh, that's beautiful. See how Cancerians feel. You might be contemplating. You might be wondering about this connection and if it's what you want. You may have had a moment or some time where you haven't spoken, because that Four of Swords also speaks to isolation, taking some time just for yourself. So maybe you had some fear or anxiety or stress, or you were feeling overwhelmed or some mental overload, so you needed some time, some rest and relaxation. But because of that, you're going to find that mental strength, or maybe you just took some time out, you and your partner, to rest and regroup in order to reconnect in the connection. And for others of you, the fear and anxiety and stress just left both parties feeling in need of some peace and quiet. Maybe you felt as though this connection was going too quickly, or maybe, again, it was just something from the past that was influencing you and you just needed some solitude. Maybe there was an argument or just a slight misunderstanding, or maybe somebody just disappeared for a little bit and there wasn't enough communication. But it looks as though even if one or both disconnected from the connection, the quality time has been taken, and it's going to help both reconnect and remember why you're together, and to plan how to deal with any stress or issues that may come up in the future, right? Let's see how the person you're dealing with is feeling. How's the person that Cancerians are dealing with? What? Right, okay, yeah. So they're coming out of heartbreak. Maybe there was a breakup between the two of you recently, and maybe you're missing each other and you're wanting to come back together. But that Three of Swords in reverse is good energy because it speaks to releasing pain and overcoming depression. So your person could have been dealing with um, depression in terms of anything. It could have been to do with work, family, kids, COVID, whatever be the case. But it's also about optimism and forgiveness and overcoming any sadness or recovering from the heartbreak. And it speaks to reconciliation and also, finding compromise. So, whatever the situation is, I feel as though you're definitely going to be making up and things are going to get a lot better because you love each other. There's love here. For those of you, if this is somebody new that you might be running into, this is good because it says that you've taken some time to heal over past traumas and past pain. And then they as well have done so. And maybe because you're both vibrating in that healing energy, that's what brings you together. Okay? If you're already in a relationship and you just had a minor fallout, it looks as though some compromise is going to happen here and you're going to be able to make that plan on how to deal with any anxiety or stress going forward. And the advice, the Empress, beautiful. So the advice that Spirit is giving right now is to be loving and nurturing with each other. Remember why it is that you got together in the first place. Try to find some mutual goals or mutual wants or needs, and then decide how you get to it. How do you both get to that point? Instead of focusing on differences or whatever it is that was the holdup in this connection, if there was cheating or lying, maybe this can be overcame. I don't feel as though there was cheating or lying, though. I just feel as though there was a lot of miscommunication. And I say that because of that Four of Swords, as well as the Three of Swords, because swords are about communication, right? And I just feel like there was some misunderstanding. And this can be healed. This can be sorted out in terms of using sensual energy or drawing on nurturing energy or finding creative solutions to whatever the possible blockages may have been, and to nurture it. And it also speaks to harmony, so find the harmony in the connection and things will get a lot better. Also, it speaks to embracing the softer side. So maybe one or both of you, or just the other person, needs to embrace their softer side in order to make this happen. But the good news is the Knight of Cups energy this week, they should be getting into that because that's that sensitive, loving energy, right? Someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. And then the outcome is Judgment in reverse. Beautiful. If you take the advice of being more loving and nurturing to each other, you're going to be able to release negative judgments about each other. And you'll be able to make decisions together going forward and from a place of love. This also speaks to reconciliation. Okay? So if you're wondering if you're going to get back together, it looks as though you are. If you feel indecisive or any self-doubt or a lack of self-awareness, it might be good to use this next day or so to spend some time really reviewing this and tapping into this Empress energy. That way, you can learn from the past issues that may have arisen in the connection, right? Also, they need to do that as well because sometimes this card, especially in reverse, can represent unfair blame or false accusations or an unwillingness to learn karmic lessons. And that lack of self-awareness can be the blockage. So Spirit is just asking to get in touch with your loving, nurturing side for whomever it is that you're dealing with so that you guys can come back together come to some decisions, make decisions, and move forward together, not apart. Okay? So that's what I got for you this week, Cancerians. I hope that you have an amazing one, and I will see you next Sunday for your love reading for that week. Have a great one. Bye, guys.